I guess I hadn't really considered my return journey to the house. I was just so elated to have finally been able to lactate that all my sensibilities went out of the window. And it was during that moment that I received an even bigger shock. "Gina?" I heard Mr. Jenkins call from across the yard outside. I stopped, jumping from the moment as though I'd been slapped in the face. "I left my damn wallet in the saddle," Mr. Jenkins said, his voice getting nearer. I couldn't speak. All I had to do was just give him a yeah, and the whole thing could have just been over. But instead, I was silent. He came into the barn below. I looked through the crack in the floor and saw him looking around. "Gina?" he called curiously. I tried to pretend I wasn't there. I could hear my heart pounding in my chest and feared that Mr. Jenkins may be able to, too. "What the heck?" he muttered. I had no idea what he'd seen, but he sounded shocked. I tried to move silently and look at what had startled him. He was down on his knees, touching the ground. I heard a patter on the floor. The adrenaline burst around my body as I followed the milky trail upwards and noticed that my breasts were still leaking. I gasped and covered my mouth. "Gina?" Mr. Jenkins said, hearing me. "You up there?" "Speak, Gina." But I couldn't. I put a hand over my mouth and prayed that a giant hand would come from the sky and pluck me from this situation. "Milk?" I heard Mr. Jenkins say suddenly, and then I heard him on the ladder beside me. The panic was huge. I was so exposed with no hope of dressing in time. My legs were open and my t-shirt was pulled up. I looked to the top of the ladder as Mr. Jenkins's hand arrived. He strained to push himself up. It was only then that I found my words. "Don't," was all I could say. "Nice work, Gina." "Huh?" he asked, and then his face came into view. I froze. We both did. I sat across from him, naked and vulnerable. Mr. Jenkins stared. I could see the shock in his eyes as they glinted in the orange glow of the lamp. I began, but I had nothing to follow it up with. I mean, what do you say?